Hi, I'm Liz Larson.
And I'm Leah Larson.
And we're here with another episode of The Art of Frosting. And Leah is also from Leah's Crazy Cake Lab. If you haven't seen her channel, go over there and check that out as well, the Leah Larson channel. Today, we are going to do some Thanksgiving cupcakes. Yep, it's that time of year again, lots of holiday stuff to come. What are we going to do today, Leah?
We're going to show you how to do 3 different kinds of cupcakes that are Thanksgiving themed or fall themed. So we're going to show you this really pretty mum cupcake. We're going to show you how to do these adorable turkey cupcakes, and then we're going to show you how to make these pumpkin cupcakes.
Now, there's a method to our madness, and there's a reason that we're teaching you 3 cupcakes all at once. In the fall season, for you pros out there who are filling a case, or for you home decorators who need to fill trays, this is a beautiful display to have 3 or 4 different kinds of cupcakes out at once. Also, these are big, tall 3D cupcakes. Each of these would run between $3.99 and $4.99 in a shop. So learning how to do these really quick techniques can make you some money this holiday season. Also, these are fast and easy. Simple. They may look complicated now, but they really are simple, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
So there's lots of fun to be had here, lots to teach, so let's get started. We're starting with a basket weave tip. You can see here it's very square on one end, which is different than the pumpkins we've ever done in the past. So we want to point that out. Leah's adding just a little cushion on the top to make it rounded, not so square. And if you can see, she's using the serrated edge to the outside to give the pumpkin a little bit more texture. And we're basically just using a true bright orange here. She's just going to pull up the rinds all the way around. And you could do this on a turntable, but Leah actually finds it more efficient and faster to just do it by hand. So we've got some brown that we used on the base, and we're just creating a stem with just a little figure piping tip. This is a number 6, but really any size would work great. Now we've just got a leaf tip, any one will do, and some green, and we're laying down a base of some leaves to go under the mums, and just a couple little leaves or one at the top of the pumpkin. Next, we've got a number 104 rose tip. It's a small one. You can use a number 124 as well. And Leah is just going to make a little mum here. She's got just some even pressure squeezing up and a quick release. You can see how she pulls right down with a nice square edge. These are real short, real even. Now, this follows a lot of the rules that you use on how to pipe a rose on a stick. So if you don't know how to do that yet, I'll show you how to do it. But also you can watch the mini wedding cake video. I'll show you how to do this little flower. So we just pulled it off with the scissors like we do and placed it right on your little cupcake. Once you really have flowers on a stick down, they're literally seconds and the fastest way to get flowers on any cake.
I'm using a shell technique, so you squeeze hard and release. And you want to make sure that the chocolate is the base color. So now I'm going to come in with orange, and I'm going to use the exact same technique, but we're just going to make it a little bit shorter. And just go over the feathers that you already made. The most efficient way is to use one color at a time and do them in bulk. Candy melt cools really quickly, so you want to make sure that you melt the colors individually. So melt one and then do that base color, and then melt the orange second, and then do all of the orange. And if you're a pro or you're going into this commercially, then you can actually do these by the hundreds and have them ready to go for the season. Just let these harden up. It should take about 5 minutes, or if you want to put them in the fridge or the freezer, it'll go even faster. Okay. We're ready to build our turkey. So I'm just going to grab one of the tails that I made, and don't put it completely in the center, just a little bit farther back, and push it in so it's stable. And then grab your brown tan-ish icing, and this is a size 7, and so I'm just going to build pressure and move my wrist in a circular motion, and then make his neck, and then build pressure again in a smaller circle for the head. Then I'm going to grab my orange, and this is a size 4 tip, and just do right in the middle of his face. Just push and release pressure, and it makes his beak. And grab your red, and you're going to make this thing that I don't know what it's called, but it's red. And so I'm just going to do kind of a tiny little shell next to his beak. A little pressure and release. I'm going to grab my white and do his eyes. And so I want kind of big, cartoony eyes. And then grab your black. I'm using black piping gel, but you can also use black icing. And make his pupils. And then the last touch is his little white feathers below his neck. And his feet. Claws? Feet, I don't know. So I just do 1, 2, 3, and I'm using the same technique as I did for the beak.
Okay, I'm starting with the marshmallow. I'm just going to cut it right in half. And this is going to be the base for my mum. I want to put it on at just a little bit of an angle, so I'm going to put just a touch of icing underneath. And I'm going to bring a bead of icing around the outside, just for a little extra support. Now I've got a number 79 mum tip. Remember, the mum tip's the one with just that little half circle. You probably could use just about any size. The idea with this kind of a mum is just to squeeze, pull, and release. Your quick release is going to give you the tip that you want. The challenge with this is, and you'll see, getting them all the same length. But with this particular mum, it's really okay if they're random lengths. Just try to get most of them about the same. And you're just going to pull all the way around like that in layers. Now, one of the parts of this that really makes this a pretty flower is having lots of color in it. So I have got some yellow, I've got some bright pink, and I've got some peach, all in the same bag. And as I squeeze out, I'm going to get all those layers of colors. Now with the mum tip, you could actually do one side of the tip pink and one side of the tip yellow. One side of the tip bright orange and one side white. However you want to go here. Now as I get up, I want to have my layers start to stand up just a little bit more. And I'm just bringing it up at a slightly higher angle. And you want to let them get a little bit shorter. Now what you don't want to do is you don't want to go in a pinwheel. You want to make sure you're pulling straight out. And my very center ones are going to be smaller. Now you could use your mum tip all the way to the very center. I like these to look like a fully opened flower, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in just a bag of a bag of yellow. I haven't really even cut the tip off. And I'm just going to bring really fine stamen up in the center. It's just a squeeze, let it build and release. You guys have seen us do that so many times. But it really is the best pressure control that you can have. Squeeze, let it build and release. If you can get that in your head, you can do almost anything. Want to just come in and add some leaves. Like I said before, the leaf tip on this really doesn't matter. Any size leaf tip will do. Just make some nice full leaves. You could even have put these in ahead of time. So as you can see, these are fun and really easy and also pretty fast. What do you think about the pros using these, Leah?
For the pros, you definitely want to make a lot of backup. So I would say that you would make a full tray of each different design. So that's 48 cupcakes of each different design. And you want to get those in your freezer and you want to use them for backup because they're super cute and they're going to sell really fast and you're going to want to refill them as fast as possible so you don't have holes in your case.
It's really true. Once you start doing designs like these, they are going to fly out of there. For you home decorators, if you're the one doing a lot of these over the holiday season, same thing. You can get them in your freezer. Just make sure they're in a sealed box so that they don't get freezer burnt. But these stand up really well in the freezer and they're a great thing to have on hand. So I have something new and interesting. For those of you who are on my Facebook page, you know that there's a book coming out soon. For those of you who would like an advanced copy, an ebook of how to create a cake business at home in 90 days, please send me your email at cakedecoratinginstructor@gmail.com. That's cakedecoratinginstructor@gmail.com. You can find Leah where?
You can find me at Leah's Crazy Cake Lab on YouTube. Just look up Leah Larson and I come up. You can find me on Facebook. And you can find me here on The Art of Frosting.
Yeah, we have lots of videos with Leah too. You can find me at www.theartoffrosting.blogspot.com where there's a full body of work there. Lots of inspiration for the holidays. You can look up there. Leah's work is there as well. You can find me on Facebook at The Art of Frosting. A lot of Leah's work is there too, as well as thousands of decorators around the world who are sharing their work. It's a really exciting place. So tons more to come for this holiday season. We will see you all again soon. Bye.
And you
can find me here. Yeah, I know. Okay, ready?